Is that an airport outside? It's at the airport.
So he's in charge. Yeah.
Kevin, can you hear us okay?
Yeah. So they do 3 codes.
I can hear you now, but it's the first time. I can hear you as well.
Okay, we got Steve, we got Kevin. Carcel?
Uh-oh. Cartier may or may not be here. She just went to the doctor.
Oh, that's fine, yeah. Bless her heart. Carcel may still be in Lexington. She had to go for a checkup on that arm. But it's not doing all that yet. Kind of worries me a bit.
The burn or the break?
The break. So if she gets here, she can join in, and we'll know, we'll hear. So we could call the meeting to order, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Burchett, Gibson, here. Childers, here. Mulberry, here. Crowley.
Here.
4 members present.
Thank you, sir. First item then would be to approve the agenda.
Motion.
Motion by Keith, second by Todd to approve the agenda. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, sir. I do not think we have need for any open comments, so we will move under operations. Do you need to discuss any of these with us, sir, before we go ahead and approve them?
Not unless there are questions. David Jackson's here. Kevin's on the line. We did have a couple things that we wanted to clarify as far as questions that had come up today. And Kevin, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, great. If, the discussion we had today about the, for lack of a better term, catwalk, can you discuss that just a little bit? And tell us what possibilities we have, and David, jump in wherever you feel the need. You may not even know what we're talking about, but,
I read your email, but.
yeah, I commented on that, but maybe share that with us a little bit if you don't care.
Sure, I can. I'm going to try to present my screen here so I can take you to a drawing and help describe what I'm thinking would work for your consideration. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to cancel that way. That didn't work like I wanted it to. I'm going to do a tab. Okay. Can you see the screen that I'm sharing now?
It's coming up. Well, I thought it was. It's in presenting. Do we have to click on something?
There it is.
There we go.
There you go. We got it.
Good. I'm getting some echo on my end. I wanted to make sure you all were hearing the echo.
No, we're good.
No, we hear no echo.
Okay, good, because I don't want to be confusing. All right, so what I'm going to do is this is our design development documents. And what I've done is I have basically taken the upper level. Yeah. See if I can get this to where I want it to go here. There we go. If you notice here, this is the steps that go to the service, sort of the storage platform and so forth, the mezzanine above. So when you come in the front doors, you'll come in steps on each side, and you'll be up to this upper level to gain access. We are really easily can just designate a striped area here, or you can do a wire mesh partition. And this is about 34 feet in length, and I would say 5 feet or so in width, or we could go more, and utilize that space if you've got students who need to come up and overlook, or teachers or industrial contractors, whatever you want to do up there, or sort of an observation platform for both sides, so they can see right over the edge. And there'll be a safety rail right there.
Okay, Kevin, I know we dropped this on you at the last minute. Do you anticipate additional costs for that, or is that something that you could make space for without a lot of additional monies being committed to that, or not?
The space is not a problem. It's a matter of whether or not you want to secure the storage area behind there. If you wanted to do that, we can do it with wire mesh partitions. It wouldn't be much.
Okay. And for the board members, do you all know what we're talking about and what everything?
So it's basically observation deck.
Just basically, and you come in and then you go up the stairs as where you enter, and then that platform is just above. Is that correct?
Yeah, and there would be up there with Kevin. Would it be? And David, you may answer this as well. Since we're doing an HVAC lab, that's where the HVAC components are going to be, correct?
Yes, that's the access. You'll have an access on both sides to the HVAC, the mechanical room, also off that. So they could walk in there as well and observe that.
Okay.
We thought that would be a nice safe area for people to come in, or even like middle school students to kind of watch what's going on and stay out.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, be away from the machinery. Okay. Great. And Kevin, you and I had another discussion. I think the other question that I had posed to me was on the UV lights, as well as the enhanced filtration system. And you told me that I had a good discussion with Dwayne today, and I'll share this with the board as well. Dwayne's concern was more with the filters, the enhanced filters, than with the UV light. And the reason being is because the way Dwayne explained me, and Kevin, you and David jump in, if I'm not, but those filters are designed to actually trap more particles and debris and that type of thing. And that there's going to be a whole lot of cost involved with replacing those things on a regular basis, and that it's going to be much more difficult to do that. So with that being said, I asked Kevin today. I said, would it be possible to do the UV light if we're okay with the degree of protection we're getting from the MERV 8 filters. Is it MERV 8? Is that correct?
The MERV 13, I believe, is what they're called.
MERV 13 is what we got.
Yes,
It called for 8, but we've got 13.
and that's what I asked last time. Can we just do the UV light? We don't need to upgrade. That's a good filtration system already.
So,
But the UV light adds an element that just scrubbing the atmosphere doesn't, because it kills things.
and you said, Kevin, we could do that, and
Yes, that's not a problem.
and that would also save a little money on installation, and would
So
still be
it's
saving.
about $26,000 on installation.
Excuse me.
$26,000 for the upcharge to add it to HEPA.
So we're saving around $9,000 from what you had told us earlier to do everything, and plus we would be saving the cost of the filters on a regular basis, the expensive filters.
Replace every 3 months.
Yeah,
I think he was saying it would save us 26,000 not to do
or we're saving 26.
We're saving $26,000 by deleting the HEPA section.
Okay. Okay, but we would still have the UV lights.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
we would.
That's perfect. That's what I wanted them to hear what you and I said today.
Okay.
Those are really the only two things that I had as far as what this was, and I think we had discussed the elevator at one point in time, and the beauty of that is that I think you can bond it. You can't really bond anything less than $200,000, and then the fees would be much cheaper to, in addition, to do it right now. Capital funds request, that was what we talked about as well, as far as moving that money into a spendable category, if you will. We'd already made a request for buses, insurance, and the roof at the primary school. So basically, it allows you to bond things that you normally can't.
It's not necessary for a vote, but while we've got Kevin and David here, can you tell us, you probably already told us before, but what's the schedule on this as far as starting and completion?
Best I recall, Kevin, we're looking at a March bid. I think we're going to go to KDE with construction documents in February. So we're looking for a March bid with their foundation and the engineering that's required. Probably start first part of April, something like that. And then it'll be ready in the spring of 22. It'll be
About a year.
about a year, a little bit less. Yeah.
And students in August of 22.
Students in August of 22. And the thought is that as you're building up, completed, your staff will need to be getting familiar. It's not like moving into a classroom. The equipment set up. That'll give late spring and summer of 22 to be tooled up and ready to go for fall semester.
Will the construction affect our ingress and egress from the high school?
Only to the extent that there will be certain portions of the parking lot. And Dave, I'm sorry you didn't get to see this the other day when we went through it, but we'll have to take certain parking areas of both parking lots in order to build it. But beyond that, no. The bus drop off at the canopy will stay intact. We'll schedule, around the hours that's active, and make sure that it's open and ready to go.
And Jim did talk to you about the covering across the road that we do not want to do that now.
I think that's correct, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just, we want to do as an alternate, one that gets you down to the end. But as far as standing across the bus drive, probably better just, it's not going to be
really expensive
so
to
tall.
build a high enough.
Yeah,
system.
it really.
If you make it that tall too, it makes it
And it's,
liable.
it's a short distance across. In most instances, they would probably get wet anyway.
And we can go 20 some feet out of campus
Yeah.
anyway, so
Yeah, exactly.
unlike some other situations there.
When we found out how much it was going to be, it was pretty.
That'd be significant.
pretty
As tall as that would have to
It was
be.
pretty large.
Yeah.
So, and I did want to say, if you, just in case he happened to be looking at the BG one. It was revised. There's about $114,000 additional construction money involved, and most of that, if not all, was because of the bad soil. And
Yeah.
we knew we would get into that they had to put in have to
Everywhere else.
do their
probably.
caissons. And
Yeah, we got to drill the caissons and same.
Same deal with the high school when it was built.
Yes, sir.
Same.
I said that they had exactly the same thing. So we really anticipate that, but it just was not in the original numbers because Jim didn't know. But that's really it.
I did notice as I walked the other night, because I walk down there about 5 nights a week, when we rebuild the sidewalk that will be in front of the new career center and the parking lot, that might be Early Street. That's right there. We need to do some good engineering thinking about how that sidewalk needs to be because water stands everywhere.
You're talking about on Early Street.
I'm pretty sure that's Early Street. Because, you come off,
Do you want me to pull the drawing?
Yeah, pull it up there, Jeff.
if we're gonna have to put sidewalk back, let's make it a little better.
Fix it all we can.
I saw that.
Looks like it's Early Street.
So you're talking here.
Okay, so I can't see that part, but show me the street that comes off of South Main into the campus.
I'm not gonna see it on that drawing.
I'll go to this one.
Okay,
You'll have to show it on this, site survey.
I've got it on the site survey there.
okay,
Yeah.
so when you come in off of
That's
South
it.
Main, that connector road that the
Yeah.
state put in for us,
No, that's early.
that's Early Street. That's the where the parking lots are. There's like parking lot, and then the grassy area that the career center is going to be, and then more parking lot.
Yep.
That entire sidewalk, water stands on it all the time, and it stands in the curvy corners going into the parking lots. And I thought if we're going to have to rebuild sidewalk there after we fix the career center anyway, we should be good neighbors and fix it right.
I want to make sure I understand you correctly. I want this sidewalk right here.
I'm looking at a drawing closer to my eyes.
He's highlighting here.
Okay.
Is it actually on the corner of that?
It's Early Street, because this is parking lot, grassy area parking lot. If you take that 20th Street that comes in off of South Main.
Yep.
Okay, and you take the right, like you're going to do
Yep.
the, but that entire sidewalk holds water all the time.
Which side?
On our side, school side, not
Right there.
outside.
That's our side.
Our side.
Yes, that's what I'm showing right here.
It holds water all the time, and both entrances that go into those two parking areas, they have grassy areas between the parking lots and the sidewalk, and they stand in water all the time, the way the sidewalks are.
Okay, we'll take a look at that with the engineers.
I like to be good neighbors when we can. And you won't have to worry about anything being stolen, David, because I'm too little lazy, live in the house across the street, cannot wait to start watching this happen. They've been asking me 3 months, when's that gonna start?
That's great.
Further discussion, or do we need?
Do we need a motion to have Kevin and David add the UV lights, absent the filters, or are we okay just because it's not in the original bid?
That's just something that we'll.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Change order.
Yeah, no, it's,
No,
no.
we don't need it.
Wait to the drawing.
Okay.
Before it goes out to bid.
Okay,
We're fine.
We're fine.
okay. So then actually we just, unless there's any other questions, we just need a motion approving operation items 1 through 4.
Make a motion.
Second.
So motion by Keith and second by Todd to approve operations items 1 through 4. Is there any other discussion? Stephen, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. And all those in favor, please say aye. Stephen?
Yes.
And I say aye as well. So that motion carries. Are there any other comments from the superintendent or board members? I do believe we are going to go into a brief executive session, but we can allow Kevin and David to adjourn for that.
I've just got a couple of quick ones, and again, some of you may already know this because I've managed to. I'll talk to you for a couple things here. But our house on Early Street did sell yesterday. Did very well. We're very happy with how it worked out. The way the process will work is Adam Hill will do. He's preparing the sale order. I take that to then take that sale order or deliver it to Frankfurt. They say grace over, send it back to us, and then we meet with Bob, and he'll execute the order. So we're in good shape there. And I wanted to mention Tackett Wilson and just kind of give him a little recognition here. He started about 4 or 5 years ago when he took over the law enforcement class down at the vocational store at the ATC, doing turkey baskets and doing meal baskets at Christmas. And he would put a turkey in some groceries and that thing has grown. He had about 12 to 15 people the first year, went to 20. He called me yesterday as I was leaving, and he asked me if I'd come down by there. He wanted me to see his classroom. He had 75 baskets yesterday. He had secured enough money and donations to do 75 turkeys with all the sides and testing. And as he bought the turkeys at Kroger said, "Listen, we feel like we need to help. What can we do?" And he said, "Well, give us 75 gallons of milk." So they put the milk in, but they had enough for 75 people. He had healthcare workers come down there yesterday that helped him basically stuff the baskets, which were really large boxes. He called them baskets, but they did a tremendous job. I was very impressed with the work that he's done and how much it had grown, and the whole community really participated in that. So I just wanted to let you all know that and what a good job Tackett did, and what great PR that is for our district, and helped a lot of folks with at least one good meal during this time. So
Especially when the kids haven't really been there that much.
that's true. But, it's grown from 15. 4 years ago, I guess, to 75 now, and he said it was just amazing. He said he got one donation from Kansas. Evidently, a lady has a relative here, and the relative had mentioned something about what was going on, and this lady sent a check from Kansas.
The people everywhere.
A couple of bits of good news on a dreary day.
Works for me. Well,
You good?
yes, Kevin, we thank you so much. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you for allowing me to join.
Thanks, Kevin.
And you enjoy those grandbabies.
Kevin.
I will. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Coming.
All right, thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
See you.
Be safe going home.
So to leave Stephen on, can we leave Stephen on and turn off the feed?
Do you need to go back to it? To adjourn?
No, I'll just tell everybody we're not taking any formal action, and so they don't need to come back. We'll adjourn, but we just do it on the minutes.
You do that, I'll have to leave this sun on, and I'll turn this.
Evaluation.
That's fine. What, sir?
Doing it for purpose of evaluation.
Yes.
I'll make the motion to go into executive session.
Second.
Okay, give me just a second. I'll-
Yes, ma'am. You're fine.
Do you, I need to mute this, Casey?
No, she turned everything off except Stephen.
I don't know if I trust that.